Welcome everybody to another round of World of Tanks subscriber replays. My name as always is Maxwell, and today's first video is from the user Hivlan. That's Hivlan, probably pronouncing that completely wrong, and he's driving the IS-3 on an encounter battle on the steppes. IS-3 being a T-8 heavy tank for the Russians, the one that's it's pretty quick, pretty maneuverable, has fantastic armor, especially when you can get into a good hold down position. But with that nicely piked front there, even when facing an enemy front on, you've got a good chance of bouncing shots, and it gets some beautiful side armor as well, as do a lot of the Russian tanks. Has a half decent cannon as well, so this thing in the right situation can just be absolutely brilliant, which I'm pretty sure we are about to see now. Lands a lovely hit on that KV-2 early on there. And the speed of this KV-2, he's just going to be caught right out in the open. Nothing really he can do, especially not now he's been tracked. And Hivlan takes him out for the kill shot, getting the last 2 points of damage. And kill number 1. Jostling for position with his Super Pershing here. Super Pershing is adamant that he wants this position to himself, so Hivlan is going to give that to him. Does see a Tiger 2 pushing up from the right-hand side, so just pokes himself out, gets a lovely shot on his underbelly there. And Tiger 2 takes another hit from someone else as that Super Pershing abandons the side that he so feverishly wanted early on, and that Tiger 2 decides to push all the way across, having lost 1,200 of his hit points now. Going to be heading up towards that northern area. Hivlan going to try and flank around the side of him. Excuse me. But he's got a Centurion 1 and another IS-3 on his right-hand side, so he's got to be careful. Does eventually get the hit on that Tiger 2 to take him out. Now he's just got to worry about, again, this Centurion and this other IS-3. Gets a good hit through the side of the Centurion there, but he's taking shots in the rear from this KV-1S. Lost a considerable chunk of his own hit points now. Leaves the guys on the left-hand side to his allies, and they're going to come and tangle with this KV-1S. KV-1S hasn't fired his second shot, fires it but bounces, gets himself set on fire for his troubles as well, and then rammed in the face. Hivlan just going to let him burn down a little bit because he doesn't feel like investing in a fire extinguisher. Takes his last shot, picks him up, and that's kill number 3. Got to be careful now, he's only got the Super Pershing on his left-hand side to hold the attention of the enemy. And there is this AMX 5100 coming in from the right-hand side. Hivlan waits just long enough for him to take his gun off target, and then heads forward and takes some cover behind the rocks here. KV-2 comes in from the side and gets a beautiful hit on the side of the 5100 there for a good chunk of damage, and that dissuades him from trying to chase down the IS-3 of Hivlan here, and decides to go to the other side instead. But he's only got 307 hit points left, and now he's got none, and Hivlan picks up that kill as well. And now it's just this IS-3 to contend with. So the enemy team did a good job of trying to push. They just weren't coordinated enough. And as we saw, there were a few latecomers to the party. And now this IS-3 is just going to get surrounded here and taken out. Going to see who's going to pick up the kill on this one. The KV-2 in the side with the, not the derp cannon, picks up the kill on that one. And that is the battle for the left-hand flank well and truly secured now. It's going to be the case of switching their attention to that right-hand side. They're winning this game considerably at the moment at 9 kills to 5. As you can see, the enemy team has a good contingent of forces on that right-hand flank, but so do the allied team. So this one isn't going to be a case of win one flank, lose the other. This one just looks like it's going to be full of win all the way around. Although they do have a couple of base campers by the looks of it. This Panzer Soufflé was last spotted around here somewhere. And there's a Tiger 1. No, he's all the way down in the ditch. So not really sure where there he is. He's still in the center here. I'm not really sure what he's doing in this position, because there's not going to be much he can achieve from there. Hivlan gets a good hit on him, but you can see that his allies are closing in all the way around him, so wasn't going to bother waiting to try and get the kill shot on that. Just has his bit of damage and then moves on. So it looks like the enemy team trying to contest the cap circle at the moment with that Cheeto and that T-45-2. The AMX 1375 is just off in the wilderness somewhere, and there's this Tiger 1 camping all the way at the back there. Looks like Hivlan's going to try and get in here and get some hits on this Tiger 1, but he sees that he's got a perfect opportunity to hit this 25-2 and this Cheeto in the rear, so that's what he's going to concentrate on first. Just misses that Cheetor there, which is a little bit unfortunate. The Tiger 1 gets himself taken out. Hopefully he can redeem himself and get a little bit more damage onto these guys. That Cheetor should be a one-shot if he can just get his gun on target and take this guy out. There we go, gets him on the move, and that just leaves this T-25-2. And again, this guy's just caught between a rock and a hard place. Literally can't go forwards, can't go backwards. Hivlan comes in with the ram, takes him out. Well, the Super Pershing gets the kill in the end, denies Hivlan his Top Gun medal, but then again, there's still the AMX 1375 off in the wilderness somewhere, last spotted in the southern area, so the Allies going to spread out and try and find this guy. There he is, up on the hill over there for some reason. Hivlan just takes a snapshot just in case, because the 1375 is just one shot from death, and he'd probably quite like a Top Gun medal for his efforts here, scoring over 4,000 points of damage. So just going to try and chase down the AMX 1375. Unfortunately, he's quite a quick little beast, so it's going to be difficult to try and catch him, especially when he's moving at that distance. Hivlan has his shot. Fortunately, that one just went a little bit low and a little bit to the left, so just missing that. Looks like the KV-2 may be able to head him off. Actually, it looks like the KV-2 took out his tracks. This might be the perfect opportunity for him to get the kill shot. Spends as long as he dares aiming, takes him out, picks up kill number 6, and 4,200 points of damage. So absolutely awesome replay there from Hivlan, showing his skills with the IS-3, picking up a Top Gun medal and a good chunk of damage as well. So thank you very much for sending that replay in, and don't forget to stick around, because as always, the score screens and another game are coming right up. And our second replay of the day is from the user King of Tanks. That's right, King of Tanks, and he's driving the T-44 on a confrontation battle on the cliff. And obviously confrontation battles aren't in the game anymore, so this one is back from the old 8 point whatever it was patch. Sorry, mine went totally blank there. So yeah, confrontation battles have been removed now, but we're going to have one last one before we switch over to 9.0 replays. Not that the next set of subscriber replays after this one are going to be 9.0. I've still got quite a few 8 point whatever replays to show. I just think that I'm probably not going to get any more confrontation battles after this one, because they tend to be a little bit unfair, a little bit unmatched. Anyway, King of Tanks is going to be heading towards the center of the map straight away. Got a decent amount of... Just going to take control of the camera there while he decides to give everyone seizures. So yeah, King of Tanks going to be heading straight to the middle of the map here, while a lot of his allies head down to the south there. Not very many of the team going along that very northern route here. So King of Tanks is going to be taking up a position right in the center. Going to see who he can get a shot on. Did see a little bit of that Jagdpanther too. Luckily for him, didn't have a snapshot at him because he couldn't see very much of him, and he didn't see it for very long. Although he can see this Panther here, who's going to get punished really, really hard there for making his way across the center. Loses a good chunk of his hit points. And in fact, if King of Tanks can get his cursor on target, which indeed he can, he takes him out, picks up his first kill now. The enemy team in reply pick up that T-43. King of Tanks decides to drop back. Doesn't want to go the way of that T-43 there, who got obliterated pretty early on here. Although he is getting himself up the side of the mountain here, able to get some hits on this Jagdpanther 2. Jagdpanther 2 decides to run away. Unfortunately, can still see part of him. Well, somebody can still see part of him, that IS-3 perhaps, as he takes him out. Lux decides to crest the hill here and have a few shots. King of Tanks takes his shot, but just buries that one into the dirt there. And it's a little bit of a stalemate now, although you can see the enemy team's pushing quite heavily on that far right-hand side. Allied team not really got anybody in the area. They've got that IS there, but everybody else is kind of concentrated in the central region or the far left-hand side there. So maybe it's going to be up to King of Tanks or that T-43 in the background to go support that IS, as that IS is taking a bit of a battering at the moment. He's down to only 164 hit points, and I think King of Tanks may be trying to head up the hill here. Just going to speed that up a little bit, because T-44 not known for its super mountaineering abilities. Spots out the Tiger 2 here, but I don't think he's going to be able to get anything on him. The Tiger 2 has a shot and misses. Doesn't have the gun depression. Famous weakness of Russian tanks there. Not having the gun depression to be able to get his gun on target. This Tiger 2 now is totally pushed in on this IS and taken him out. And that could prove pretty good for the Allies now, though, as this Tiger 2 is pushed a little bit too far forward. He's got the support of that Jag Tiger 88 in the back there, but he doesn't look like he's pushed up as far now. Looks like an IS-3 has decided to spin around and offer some support here as King of Tanks comes to come and crest the hill to also help. They do actually have a Panther M10 in support as well. It's a lovely hit on the back of the Tiger 2 here, and really from this position he's going to be able to get hits on absolutely everybody, because nobody really should have the gun elevation. Oh, very unfortunate to hit the mountain there instead of his target. I was pretty sure that one was a guaranteed hit. This Jag Tiger 88 trying to duel with this IS-3 here, and King of Tanks laying down as much fire as he can to help. This Jag Tiger 88 gives up the Ghost there and just decides to drive forward again, but he gets ammo racked by King of Tanks, who picks up his second kill. Now he's going to be focusing on this Panther M10. The IS-3 doing as much as he can to try and turn aside the blows from these two tanks. King of Tanks realizes that that Tiger 2 is still pretty damn healthy, so he's got a lot more of a chance to be able to take out this Panther M10 quicker, because at the end of the day he just wants to get a gun off the battlefield as quickly as possible to stop this IS-3 getting pummeled to death. And indeed the Panther M10 does fall in the end, but the IS-3 is down to just 4 hit points. And if he gets himself taken out, it's going to be up to King of Tanks to take out this Tiger 2. Tiger 2 doing the smart thing there of just ramming the IS-3 to death. King of Tanks gets another hit through the side of his armor, though, and I don't think this Tiger 2 has the gun elevation. Unfortunately, I don't think King of Tanks is going to be able to get a shot on him, as he's kind of hiding underneath that little bit of an overhang. Drops down off the hill and is able to get a good penetrating hit as he slides down. Artillery rains in, but doesn't quite take him out. King of Tanks is almost certainly going to take some damage, but no, the Tiger 2 fluffs his shot and then gets taken out by that IS-3 for his trouble. And that is the right-hand flank totally won now. Although the rest of the battle not really going particularly in their favour. They are winning at 11 kills to 10, now 11 to 11. Looks like the overwhelming force that the Allied team put on that left-hand flank and in the centre has been whittled down by the very strong defences of this German side. Now there's this Tiger 2 still in the centre and a Jag Panther on that right-hand side. King of Tanks should be able to get a damaging, not quite able to get a damaging shot through the side armor of that Tiger 2 there. Very strong angling, but the artillery comes in to equalise that one. King of Tanks takes his gun off target. Looks like the enemy team is also trying to focus down on this area, as somebody hit him in the side just as the artillery shells rained in. One good shot is all he needs to take out that Tiger 2 and pick up kill number 3. And that leaves 2 Jag Panthers and a GW Panther. It's all the Panthers. A trio of Panthers for the enemy team. That Jag Panther 2 and GW Panther. So we're going to see if the Panthers can stand up to the T-44 and the Su-14-1 here. Got to try and focus on them one at a time. Most of the Jag Panthers probably still going to be camping on A5. And if he gets spotted out, the artillery is almost certainly going to come in and have something to say about it. Looks like he did get a blind shot on that Jag Panther, or that may have been the artillery. Trying his best to just poke out behind this rock and get a shot on him, but he's not able to. Really, he's going to have to move forward and get a little bit closer to be able to get his gun on target. Not really sure where the Jag Panther is. Actually, he's been taken out by the artillery now, so absolutely awesome shot there. Now it's going to be a case of working on this Jag Panther 2. I know for a fact that he's still going to be in A5, as that's where he's camped for almost all the game, and that's where the campy guys do tend to be. So it's going to be a case of just close him down. Still got 826 hit points, so we can survive 3 or 4 shots from this Jag Panther 2. If he is lucky, using his agility to his advantage and jinking from side to side as he makes his way in. And in fact, it doesn't look like the Jag Panther may not still be here, as he hasn't fired on King of Tanks yet. A little bit confused by that one. If he was in this, he is still in this area, but I'm not really sure why he hasn't fired on King of Tanks. Maybe he's just thinking that he can sit there proud in his elevated castle position and lord it over everybody, but as he's thinking that the artillery shells land right on top of his head. And King of Tanks got to be careful here, because that GW Panther might still have a shot on him. Gets a beautiful shot to take his track out just as he comes over the hill. And Jag Panther 2 is just going to have to sit there. Gets his second track taken out now. Now, based on that, he might have a fast enough repair skill. But no, it looks like he doesn't. His repair skill is just about as long as King of Tanks' reload. So King of Tanks is going to be able to just whittle him down and take him out. One more good shot from either himself or the artillery will be enough to take out this Jag Panther 2. And King of Tanks has done a fantastic, fantastic job here of just trolling that Jag Panther 2 to death. It looks like the GW Panther didn't have a shot on the location. And the King of Tanks and his T-44 just focusing on his tracks and taking him out. So now it's just a case of finding the GW Panther. Once they've found them, doesn't even have to engage him himself, can just allow his artillery to play some counter-artillery. And GW Panther being spotted out here, so it's just a matter of time. And there we go, that is GG and the victory. So absolutely awesome game played there by King of Tanks and his T-44, picking himself up 4 kills, 4 and a bit thousand points of damage, and really helping his team to victory right through the whole battle there. So absolutely awesome replay from you. Thank you very much for sending that one in. Don't forget, guys, if you've got yourself a great replay, then please send that in to replay@screenreality.com. Link for that is in the description. If you enjoyed this video, found it useful, informative, you learned something, or you just found it downright entertaining, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because there's a lot more World of Tanks content to come in the future. I've been Maxwell, this has been World of Tanks, and I will catch you guys next time.